Finito! Una ira.
Domani.
Oh, well, I had hoped you'd done well enough at last. There might be some prospect of your mastering chess.
Non ho capito.
Well, signorina?
Signorina, sì. Camera. Chi è? Chi è? Vengo, chi è?
Sorry to trouble you.
Qualcuno?
Villa Trieste?
Villa Trieste, sì?
Accident. Disgrazia.
Disgrazia?
Sì.
Oh, mamma mia! E da dove è venuta questa disgrazia? Oh, santo cielo, per favore, che non apre mai! Aldo! Corri un momento! Avanti, signore, avanti.
Grazie.
Avanti, questa maledetta porta prima non si facevano tante di quelle storie. Un momentino, signore, chiamo mio marito. Aldo! Aldo, corri un momento in giardino! Un giovanotto si è fatto male la mano! Corri! Un momentino!
Inglese? Inglese?
Sì, signore inglese, sì. Signore? Signore?
Oh, what is it?
Signore, un giovanotto si è fatto male la mano, venga presto. Non parla italiano, dalla Villa Trieste.
Oh, dear.
I'm from next door. I must have lost my key. I tried to climb over and...
Dear me.
I wonder if I could possibly use your wall, if you've got such a thing as a ladder. In the ordinary way, you see, my aunt would be there, but, well, bad luck. She's gone to Venice.
And she has a key.
Yes.
A ladder? What's the Italian for ladder?
I have no idea. I say, do you mind if I sit down for a
Oh,
moment?
no, of course not. Please forgive me now. Come along over here. Now, had you better take some brandy?
Oh, thank you, no.
Staying at the Villa Trieste?
Yes. The name's Walker. Riley Walker.
Well, I didn't know there was anyone there. And my name is Dunnock.
It's a nice place you have here.
Ah, well, well. First aid. Oh. Yeah.
Grazie. Thank you. It's very kind of you. I don't think she'll be too long, my aunt. We should hear the, car. Grazie tante. Mille grazie.
Prego, signore.
Well, I feel better already. This your game?
Only by force of circumstances. I prefer something more intellectual. Oh, thank you.
I'd forgotten it. Wasn't there some kind of ritual crime? I know. I huff you for not huffing me.
They say if you stare very hard at somebody's back, they're bound to turn round.
He's locked himself out. Staying at the Villa Trieste. Came to us for help.
Yes, and I had some excellent first aid. Walker.
This is Miss Brown.
Riley Walker.
Maggie Brown?
Cognac.
Oh, well, actually, Grazie. Well, I feel I ought to, propose your help.
Why?
Because I'm very grateful.
It's medicinal. All he did was to lock himself out. Why does he need so much medical attention?
Because he tried to climb. I think he said the gate.
Yes, but unsuccessfully I fell. Still, as accidents go, perhaps it was a happy one.
Do you think so?
Yes.
How can one tell?
Well, we could have been neighbors for months and never set eyes on each other, and now we have.
Yes. But one can't actually know whether it is a happy accident for, oh, it could be years. What I mean is your accident and your first aid and your meeting us is a situation. From situations, events flow. So until events have flowed and run out in the course of time, how can one possibly know whether it is a happy accident or not?
Well, that's, academic.
We live and breathe, and here we are, so how can it be entirely academic? I mean, here we
Well,
are.
perhaps if you will excuse me, I think I'll go.
Thank you again.
Well, I hope you feel better.
Thanks.
One makes conversation and one says so many things which have very little meaning, and I'm rather against that at the moment. I'm against cant.
Oh?
Mr. Dunnock says he hopes you get better, but is he really concerned? Can he care?
Well, at least he was civil.
You're going?
Yes, I can just as easily wait for my aunt outside.
Your aunt?
Yes.
You expect her?
Well, I'd hardly hang about out there waiting for her if I didn't. She has a key. So I need never darken your garden again.
Your aunt with a key.
Thank you. If you should meet. Her name's Mrs. Panzak. Leela Panzak.
Thank you. I'll try to remember.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Mr. Riley Walker. Mr. Riley Walker. Mr. Riley Walker. Riley Walker.
Oh, Riley. That was a perfectly good coat. Couldn't you cut up an old one?
I could have, but you have to do things properly.
Just look at that.
I have.
Oh, well, it's done now. Listen, you know what I did this morning? I called up that hideous little man.
Who?
You know who.
Muller?
Now, he tells me the safe was put in about 2 months ago. The only trouble is it was put in by Vespucci e Figli of Milano. Now, they are a very old, established firm, and they're very discreet.
That's useful.
Yeah, well, Muller got absolutely nowhere. He says he was up against total integrity.
So, now I have to search for the damn safe.
Oh, well, darling, you have such beautiful eyes. Shouldn't be too difficult.
And just hope that the necklace is actually there.
Well, we know she took him away from the bank. So where else would they be? Now, how did you two get on, huh? What on earth did you do to your hand?
I cut it, doing it the hard way, after which I remembered I hate the sight of blood. So, I had an interval with my head between my knees. When I got there, I looked suitably awful. The old man's Mr. Dunnock. There are 2 Italian servants and Maggie Brown.
What's she like?
Very attractive.
Really?
Very.
Oh.
I'd go so far as to say she bedims the noontide sun.
Bedims the noontide sun.
Bedims the noontide sun.
You better be careful she doesn't bedim you.
Don't worry.
Maybe you better keep your dark glasses on, huh?
No need. I doubt very much if I can go there again.
Why not?
Because she hates the sight of me.
What?
Instant and total dislike.
Oh, dear. Well, I'm not sorry to see your ego dented a little bit. That's no good, though, is it?
I don't think she likes anybody.
Really? Nobody?
She's highly intelligent. I'd say she's rather clever.
Clever? Ooh, that's a bore. God, I hate clever girls. And this Mr. Dunnock, you said who's he?
He didn't say.
Maybe he's her lover?
He's getting on for 80.
Well, what difference does that make?
He despises the game of drafts, prefers to spend the evening playing something a little more intellectual, and that could be chess. Now, you play chess.
Oh,
You do play chess.
I hate that game.
Well, it's not going to be easy.
No. It's not going to be easy.
I don't really see how I can go there again. Maybe she'll wear them. Maybe she's going somewhere.
Yes, well, we were told she's sort of a hermit. All the information, all the evidence we have on her says she never goes anywhere.
They were wrong. She does go somewhere.
I saw you take that. Now give it to me. No, you are going to put it back. Mamma, 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 mamma.
Ma signorina, ma cosa fa? Ma lo lascia e vai! Questo è un figlio mio, cosa ha fatto? Ma dammi questo, cattivo! Non capisco, vai, vai, vai! Non capisco, guarda qui! No, io non ho nullato! No, io non capisco! Sempre dici queste cose, la signorina! Io non capisco!
Come on, there'll be nobody here. Now, come on.
Could you just wait while I put my shoe? Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, look at me. Thank you. Oh, wasn't it awful?
Are you all right?
Yes, I think so.
Bones broken?
Oh, I hope not. Just cuts and contusions and shock. How about you?
All right.
Here's my bag.
Here. Now, how did it start?
Thank you so much. No, your name, wasn't it something odd?
It's Riley Walker.
So it is. Caught a child stealing. I caught him red-handed. Well, maybe they don't really care about such things here, but it makes me absolutely mad. I mean, if it's forced on people on account of social injustice, that I can understand, but stealing for the sake of it, oh no!
Maybe he needed the orange. Perhaps he was short of vitamin C.
They're short of anything is protein. He wasn't stealing meat or cheese, was he?
I don't know. Anyway, I'm glad I was there.
Yes.
Shall I walk you home?
No. Wouldn't like to take you out of your way.
I live next door to you.
So you do.
Well, if you'd really rather I didn't walk home with you, I suggest you go first. I'll stay, count up to 50
Don't be
and...
silly. I hate scraping about with a comb in public, but ooh.
Let's go.
Oh, wait a minute.
Come on.
Where's my shopping?
Here.
I will not be dragged. Thank you so much. Oh, the hill. Is it really perpendicular? Or am I totally out of condition? Aren't you coming in?
You didn't ask?
Don't be silly. Would you like something cool?
Yes, I will.
Rosa? 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 Mr. Dunnock, know I'm back. Mr. Dunnock! Mr. Dunnock! Wish I knew how bored he was.
If he was, he'd go, wouldn't he? Or perhaps it's his villa?
No.
I wonder...
What?
I wonder if by any chance Mr. Dunnock plays chess.
Chess? I don't really know. Why?
Well, my Mrs. Panzak's really rather good at the game, and I thought perhaps he might...
Yes, he might. I'll ask him. Look at me, I'm filthy. Shan't be a moment. If you want to wash, there's a place across the hall.
Thanks.
Come sta la mano?
Ah,
Mano?
bene, grazie.
Bene. Aldo, ma cosa fa? Ha comprato questo pesce fresco per farlo stare a sole così?
Just think. I might have been stoned to death in the market.
Yes. All lost forever under a mound of vitamin C.
Signorina, ho comprato un bel pesce fresco stamattina al mercato. Dorato. A lei piace?
Ah, sì.
Do you live here, or is this just a vacation?
Ah, signorina, lo vuole arrostito il pesce? Arrostito? Roast? Con un poco di insalata?
Sì, grazie. I don't really know. Yours? It's a sort of open-ended affair. Mine. I suppose you could say I'm in transit.
Bella fresca.
On the way from one place to another or one thing to another?
Rescuing damsels in distress seems to sharpen the curiosity.
Sono belle, no?
It seems to.
You do it often?
Yes.
Zabaglione, signorina?
Ah!
It's a social thing and something
See?
to do with a search for security.
What on earth are you talking about?
Un uovo.
When people meet, have met, they like to know a little about each other, know where they are.
I see.
Un cucchiaino di zucchero
And when they know where they are?
e si batte continuamente.
They settle down and get to know each other better.
If they've nothing else to do?
Oh, really, you make me feel as if I'm forcing myself on you.
You are a bit,
Un po' di marsala.
aren't you?
I didn't choose to throw myself off an 8-foot gate.
True.
And I didn't force myself on you at the market.
True.
So
Continua a battere.
perhaps you'll be kind enough to let me know why you dislike me so.
I can't. I do not like thee, Dr. Fell. The reason why I cannot tell.
Well, all I can say is it's very disappointing.
Well, you can't have everything, just because you can't bowl me over. That was silly of me. Very silly.
Every now and then we seem to get on, and then suddenly I find myself up to my ears in, well, nettles. And there are notices all over the place.
What notices?
I don't know. They're very hard to read. They're small print. And they're not funny.
If you really want to know, I think you had a bad start.
Did I?
There you were with a torn sleeve and a bloody hand. Instead of being even faintly rattled, you carried on as though you'd rehearsed it for weeks. Command, control, assurance. Oh, I hate that.
Well, it's too bad.
I've got to hate people who seem to know what they're doing.
I rather like you, Miss Brown. And I dare to suggest that you rather like me.
You are also very smooth.
Look, I shan't live next door forever. There's no open end there, so whatever your troubles, and I suspect you have them, forget them. For a while,
With you?
if you like. Only let's stop whatever we're doing. I have one further thing to add. Now or never, Maggie.
Well, of all the...
Look, I know it's full of assurance, but, well, time goes on. Now, what do you say?
I shall call you Riley.
Thank you.
And you may come to dinner if you like.
Thank you. When? How about this evening?
Very well, this evening. And you may bring your Mrs. Hijack.
Thank you, she'd be thrilled. What time?
Dinner's at 8.
Bum, bum, ba, ba, bum, 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 bum. Ba, ba, bum, bum, ba, bum, bum, ba, bum. Ba, ba, bum, bum, bum,
This game makes extraordinary demands on one's concentration,
bum, ba, bum,
don't you think?
bum, bum. Eh? Oh, yes, to be sure.
Shall we go for a walk?
Walk.
Stroll.
Oh, that's different. I'll just get a wrap. It gets a bit chilly.
That's a dear little tune. Is it Gilbert and Sullivan, by any chance?
I beg your pardon?
It's your move.
Yes, I know.
Oh, I thought perhaps you'd forgotten.
Do you live here?
Come? Non ho capito.
Abitare?
Abito qui?
Sì.
No. Montefiore. Casa? Montefiore.
Ah, yes.
Sì, signore. Montefiore.
Montefiore.
No, ia.
No, yeah.
Sì.
Champignon.
Don't you think they make a lovely pair?
What did you say?
Whether you agree or not, Mr. Dunnock, it's still your move.
Yes, I know.
It is perpendicular. Most Italian towns are built on the tops of hills. Did you know that? This one's in a well. Look at all those little lights. Shall we go down?
It'll be all uphill coming back.
Everything has its price.
Or reward.
Have I taken the notices down?
What notices?
Ones you couldn't read, in small print.
Yes.
Good. Are you glad about that?
Yes.
What about the nettles and the barbed wire?
Gone.
They were never there, you know, not really.
Yes, they were.
Yes.
However, I was extremely irritating.
Nope, I'll be honest. I liked you immediately, and I resented it. Actually, I thought about it afterwards, and it's just simple psychology. Isn't it maddening when you catch yourself doing something out of the textbook?
You can spoil things talking about them.
What do we talk about then?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing special.
I wonder how the chess game's going. Look at all those lights. Is somebody having a party?
Looks like someone's having a procession. Let's go down.
Oh.
Come on.
Well, I don't know.
Come on.
Riley, I don't know whether I want
Sorry,
to.
Judy, come on. Enjoy it. Come on.
Not now. You don't mean this, so don't do it.
That's where you're wrong. I do mean it. I think I mean it more than I ever intended.
Then I advise you to stop before it's too late.
It's already too late.
What's the matter, Riley? What is so special about this one, for heaven's sake?
Would you really like to know?
I would really like to know. Whatever it is, it's escaping me.
It's the ambiguity. Yes, that's what it is. She changes all the time.
Big deal.
She's like a south wind passing over a field of wheat.
Oh, that's very good.
Isn't it? So you may have to forgive me. Leela, you may have to.
For what?
You know. Look, I'm just trying to explain because you've been very good to me and I don't want to let you down.
Are you trying to tell me?
But don't you
you're
see?
in love?
I may not go through with it.
Love. Or might you be trying for higher stakes? Is that it? Huh? Skip the necklace, take the girl, and go for the works, huh? Get all the money, all the goodies. Yes, of course. Oh, it looks as if I've trained you too well, little one. Well, perhaps not well enough. Did you really assume that a romantic appeal would touch me? Perhaps you did, I wonder. Oh, how wrong. And you seem to have forgotten our third partner. He could hardly be called a sentimental man, could he? It wouldn't do to try him, Riley dear, would it? So don't you think you better get south winds blowing over wheat fields out of your mind once and for all? In any case, if she's all you say she is, don't you think she deserves a better man?
Hello? I said hello.
I know, I heard you. I was prolonging the moment, extending time.
Shall I go back and start again?
No, it wouldn't be the same. You can have a job if you like.
I hate work.
I'm changing all these urns, if that's what you call them. Do you see? I've thrown out all the wishy-washy stuff and everything's going positive. Does that surprise you?
Changing the flowers?
Me wanting things positive.
I can't say.
I need one more. How's your Mrs. Panzer?
A bit querulous.
Did Mr. Dunnock give her a drubbing?
When?
Riley, the game, the chess. Does she like him?
She simply loves him.
Quite right.
Who is Mr. Dunnock?
Who? Oh, he was a friend of my father's. And when my parents died, he didn't have any friends left. And I forgot him, too. It was a terrible shock to him to find he didn't have any more friends. He was like somebody who sits on the sands in a deck chair enjoying the view and then finds that the tide's coming all around. And there he is on an island by himself in a deck chair. Which is a silly sort of chair. No one to rescue him.
Well, I never. Anyway, you rescued him.
Yes, he's nice and neutral. Besides, he has a good brain. He can tell me what to do.
But you don't do anything.
If I did, he would advise me. It's very good earth here. Mr. Dunnock says it's volcanic. Thousands of years ago, the top blew off a mountain and all the stuff came down here. Why have you gone away?
It's you.
Me?
Yes.
Now, what have I done?
It's all this hiding. You hide all the time.
Hide? What do you mean? Look at me out in the open, waving a trowel.
You are in a state of suspension on the east coast of Italy, being different people. Hiding. I can't see you.
Why don't you turn round? It's the hat.
What's it all about, Maggie?
Were you ever in love?
There, you see, you disappear. You answer a question with a question. I will answer yours if you will answer mine.
Don't mind. Were you? Ever in love?
Yes.
Married? Why? What happened?
I gave all and I lost all. What about you, Maggie?
Me?
Now look, Maggie.
6 months ago, I was working in an office, and if I wasn't always completely happy, at least I knew what I was. Then from a very unexpected and distant quarter, there came a great deal of money, and it changed everything.
And that's what's the matter?
Riley, you said you gave all and lost all. Well, that's life. That's the way it is sometimes, and one can accept it as such. That's bad luck. But to force things, to be so infatuated with someone that finding you're rich, you're prepared to buy them, knowing they haven't much feeling for you, that's different. And when you've made this pathetic offer to buy them and give them all the things they crave for most, to have them tell you the price is too great, that the one you love so dearly, almost beyond bearing, can reject all the fast cars, the yachts, the high living he craves for so much, because in taking them, he also has to take you. That's... well, it's not original. What it did to me isn't new. But it's no less destructive, no less painful, and no less degrading. If you're secure and you have roots, perhaps you can find something to cling on to. Perhaps if my parents had been alive. As it was, my roots have been swept away. The money did that. I was suspended, in limbo, lost.
And forever thinking of this man.
I thought I would be, at one time.
Not now.
I can say his name now, without a tremor or a qualm. Geoffrey. I might be saying table or chair. It's difficult to make an observation.
The right one.
Then don't try. I absolve you. Oh, hello, Rosa. Yes, here, on this table. Thank you.
Scusi, signorina, il signor Danek va go Venezia tomorrow.
Ah, sì, grazie.
Senor Dunnock goes to Venice tomorrow?
Sì. Parla italiano?
No. Non la capisco.
Oh,
Now that means I do not understand you.
don't you?
Not really.
Not after the story of my life.
How long is he to be away?
Just for the night.
That's rather nice then, isn't it?
Is it?
Has poor Mr. Dunnock got bored?
One of his false teeth fell out. He wants to get it fixed. And he wants to take pictures of San Marco. So he's away. And it is rather nice to have the place to ourselves. Now you come to mention it.
He expects the stage to be in her room. He visits her room tonight.
Yes?
The old man is in Venice and the servants away. So it goes well.
I hope so.
It's natural to hope so.
Hold on just a minute. Listen, I think there's something you ought to know. It may not matter, but he likes her.
So, he likes her.
And she likes him. A beautiful girl and a great deal of money might be tempting. It might be more profitable to pass up the diamonds and take the girl.
What?
Yeah. Riley, as they say, could be sitting pretty.
How could he be sitting pretty with a bullet in his heart or a knife in his back?
Buonanotte, signorina, signore.
Buonanotte.
Siamo arrivati. Attende che fa fresco, sto
You said I'd just be a few moments. Hours ago.
Hours? I'll be honest. I wanted to look smashing for dinner.
You did.
In this,
Lovely.
it's velvet. And tonight was hotter than ever, and I nearly died.
Just for me.
You don't have to stand on the threshold. Don't let's rush things.
All right. Where does this door lead to?
To the corridor.
You're supposed to keep these things locked, you know. That is the idea.
Oh, I know. What do you think? I wore the velvet dress tonight because it goes jolly well with the necklace I've got. It's one of those things that came to me, what you might call an heirloom. It's incredible, but I quite forgot.
What did you forget?
Mr. Dunnett took it to Venice.
Some kind of eccentricity?
The clasp was loose. It got to the point where it just slipped off. Down my bosom. So I shall dazzle you another day.
When?
When Mr. Dunnett gets back.
Tomorrow?
Yes.
I can't wait.
The famous, incredible mile of diamonds? It is hard to believe. I find it somewhat extraordinary.
You wouldn't if you knew her.
Really? So I am to understand that an old man has put the diamonds, the mile of diamonds no less, into his pocket and has taken them to Venice for the purpose of having the clasp renewed. So you say?
Yes.
So you say? This would not be a little game, a little delaying game, would it, Raleigh?
Now, listen to me carefully. We have not brought you into this because we like you so much, or to give you a good time, or to find a rich wife.
But because you are the man for the job. I have come to the conclusion now that I do not entirely trust you, my friend. I do not like the game you are playing. You get the diamonds. Get the lady afterwards, if she will have you. But you get me the diamonds first.
I can't get the damn things till they come back.
And when is that?
Tonight.
Then you get them tonight.
If you do not, I will kill you.
Riley,
Yes?
you're still there.
Yes.
It had gone quiet. Are you all right?
Yes. I'm fine.
Take off your shirt and lie down. You should be content like me. Riley, I'm very content.
Good.
What's the matter? Don't you care? I'm happy. The only thing is, no, women can't leave things alone. They probe.
Tell me.
No, it's not women, it's me. It's my character. I worry.
What about?
People changing their minds. There, don't answer. That's what I worry about.
What time do you expect Mr. Dunnock?
Any minute now, I should think, unless he's missed the train.
Does he miss trains?
No, he's old school. Well trained.
Joke?
Yes.
Rotten.
Yes.
Let's send Mr. Dunnock to Venice more often, shall we? Or next door, my Mrs. Panzak's rather dying for another game. She wondered whether he'd like to go in again this evening. Let's send him into Mrs. Panzak, shall we?
When do you go back to England?
Shall we?
When do you go back to England?
Not sure.
Approximately.
Maybe 2 or 3 weeks.
Well, let's not think about it.
I'm not, you are.
If I make insecure noises from time to time, it's only that old habits die hard. And while I'm not going to harp on it, you're a bit abstracted today, dear Riley. A bit withdrawn.
Ah. What am I thinking about?
Yes. What are you thinking about?
I was thinking I know rather more about you than you do about me.
Oh, is that all?
Yes.
But I know lots about you.
You do?
Yes. Much, much more than you realize.
How?
Who can tell how you know about people?
One can make some awful mistakes.
You meet some people in a few minutes, you've known them all your life. You don't have to discover them bit by bit like a jigsaw. You see the whole pattern all in one.
And that's how you know me?
If you don't mind. Now, I'm not saying I understand you because it's very tiresome being told you're understood. It makes one want to break out of character.
And you trust me?
Yes.
Don't value me too much, Maggie. Sooner or later I might disappoint. One can rate people too highly, too easily. See what one wants to see. Maggie, you could be seeing what you want to see. It's just that you put an awful responsibility on me. You see, if you rely on me too much, trust me too much, and I fail you, well, that could be truly destructive, couldn't it? Oh, look, I just want you to know
Riley,
you could be
are
living...
you throwing me over?
No. I'm warning you. What would you do if I let you down?
I should arise like the phoenix from the ashes.
Well, just see that you do. It's back.
Hello, you're back.
What does it look like? Oh, what do you think it is in the shade?
Did you have a good trip?
Oh, yes, I think so. Oh, it's really most indescribably hot. Oh, is that lemonade?
Did you get everything done?
Thank you.
Did you get everything done?
Yes, yes. Everything all right here?
Yes, Riley looked after me.
Good, good. I don't think I shall make my reappearance again until sundown.
Don't you want this?
Oh, yes, to be sure. Thank you. Oh, by the way, I had the what's it done. I'll put it away for you.
What's he mean by the what's it?
I told him.
Did you?
He means me glass beads.
Shall I tell Mrs. Panzak to expect him this evening?
You might as well.
Suppose he doesn't want to go.
I'll try friendly persuasion.
Suppose it doesn't work.
My, you are anxious, Riley Walker, aren't you?
Of course I am. You know I am.
What a lovely sight.
Isn't it? But first let me get you a little drink, Mr. Dunn. Now, tonight we're going to play seriously. We're going to take our time. Oh, I'm so glad you came. It's made all the difference, your being here. The night is ours, Mr. Dunnock.
Yes, indeed. It'll be a great pleasure, dear lady.
Dawn shall discover us wrapped over the game.
Oh, yes, to be sure. The game.
Maggie? Maggie? Maggie?
Well, right. Well? Riley, I struck you dumb. Isn't it beautiful?
Maggie, I don't know which is the more beautiful, more desirable.
I am the more desirable.
Oh, Maggie. The diamonds, I've got to have them. They're what I came for. Did you hear what I said? You've got to give them to me. Please give them to me. Don't make me take them. If I don't go back with that necklace, they'll kill me. Oh, but I do love you. I never loved anyone so much in my whole life.
You make the word love a very cheap word, Riley.
I mean it.
Prove it.
How can I?
Tell her you failed.
They'll kill me.
Will they? Then you'll have to take them. Can you do that, Riley? The clasp's firm now. If you snatch them, you'll hurt me.
Give them to me.
Steal them.
Check. Checkmate.
The game had to end rather suddenly. Somebody called to see Mrs. Tansack, I believe. I expected Mr. Walker.
He's gone.
Is everything all right?
Yes.
I'll say good night then. Oh, bless my soul, I nearly forgot what I came for. You really must develop a better sense of responsibility. I'm afraid I shall have to talk to you very seriously. I refer, of course, to the diamond necklace. How on earth did it come to be lying on the table in the garden? It's really very irresponsible and childish, the way you treat this very valuable and beautiful thing. Tomorrow, I shall see that it's put away safely in the bank. However, we'll talk about that in the morning. You hear what I said? Good night.
I'm sorry, Leela. I am sorry.
You'd better go. Go.